welcome to the Purple Couch. This is episode number 2, Staying Connected While at Home During COVID-19. My name is Izzy B, your host.
And I'm Eric Daddario, Izzy B's co-host.
Today, we want to update you on some new initiatives the Herren Project has launched for you to stay involved with us over the course of the summer. Initiative number 1, we have recently launched our virtual teen race that is throughout the month of July as we raise funds and awareness through our Empowerment Annual Appeal to help support, inspire, and empower those that have been affected by addiction nationwide. We will be running 3,100 miles this summer from Tiverton, Rhode Island to Seattle, Washington. And you can help by signing up, raising funds, and running and calculating your miles and then tagging us on social media with the hashtag Seeds of Hope so we can watch your journey throughout the month of July. We have recently launched a toolkit that will also guide you on how to stay connected with us during the pandemic while staying at home. That consists of tips and tricks you can use towards your Herren Project clubs. It talks about our youth conference for 2020-2021, our first and new youth conference. And it also discusses the Purple Couch and so many other awesome initiatives that we have for you going on throughout the summer. We also have recently started to send out a student involvement contact information sheet for you to give us your student email and contact so we can stay connected with you throughout the summer and keep you up to date on what Herren Project is doing for Herren Project clubs and many awesome other youth serving initiatives. And last but not least, we are going to be launching contests for you next week so you can win some gift cards and a student feature on the Purple Couch. There will be certain objectives that you can do each week to win a gift card and or get a feature on the Purple Couch. Eric.
There you go.
Yes. Speaking of staying connected, not only does staying connected mean staying in touch with the organizations you may work with in the community, but it also means to stay connected with friends and family that you are not seeing all the time right now due to the circumstances we are under. So I think one of the very important things that we will be discussing tonight is just how to stay connected in this time of COVID-19. So Eric, do you want to start off?
Yeah, Izzy. I mean, staying connected, that is with friends, with family members, people that we care about. It's a huge part of living, right? I mean, we have to live with that human connection to have those relationships with others. It's a vital part of us just being who we are, right? Especially us growing up. And one of the great ways that I've been able to stay connected with my parents, because I don't live with them, with friends, is through Zoom. Also, I've been able to stay connected with people that I like to talk to, or maybe I would regularly see on a daily basis through FaceTime. So I think that there's a lot of technology out there right now that we can use to do this. I think it's very important that we make the conscious effort to do so, because when we lose those relationships, when we start to not have contact with those people that we have contact with on a regular daily, weekly basis in our, I guess you could say, regular lives before this happened, then we start thinking differently, and it starts to affect our mood, and especially with the pandemic that we're in right now. So one of the great ways I've been able to stay connected to those people that I care about and that I am in contact with all the time is through Zoom. So what about you? What have you found that's been a great way to stay connected with those who aren't in your household right now?
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I have just stayed connected through social media with my friends. I, like to stay up to date on, what they're doing through Instagram. We'll talk on Snapchat if I slide up on their story, or we'll just check up on each other, via text message or, we FaceTime each other too. If I want to stay connected with the people that I work with in the community, I usually have Zoom calls with them. Or better yet, I text them. I'm very close with a lot of people that I work with in the community. So I can definitely say that there's not been a single day that has gone by that I haven't talked to someone that I would usually see on like a normal basis.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So I think maintaining that connection and making sure that you are keeping that connection so you don't lose it
yeah.
is, very vital and really important during this time. So,
Definitely. And a big part too is depending on where you're watching from right now, depending on what state you're in with the restrictions and everything, everybody has their own thought, their own concerns with this. Because if
yeah.
you think about it, there's a lot of different emotions, right? Roller coaster of emotions, and people are in different comfort zones right now. So I think that's really big to take into consideration.
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that because not everyone's comfortable with what's going on right now. Some people might be a little more vulnerable than others. So I think just being considerate of how they want to stay connected to is definitely one way to ensure that you continue those connections while we are all, battling this.
You talking about everybody being at a different spot, like I was saying, we don't know how this is affecting others, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we may think we do. And a perfect example is this. Let me tell you a little story really quickly of something that happened to me during this pandemic. So I've never suffered from any anxiety. I've never suffered from depression, but I'm watching a TV show with my fiance. And all of a sudden, my heart, it feels like it's beating out of my chest. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I had a little too much coffee today. So, okay, that's fine. I wake up the next day, right? I mean, I drink a decent amount of coffee, and I had a little more that day than I usually do. And so I thought, okay, that's probably why. And I wake up the next day, and it's feeling like that again. I'm thinking, wow, this is weird. So I go throughout the whole day, and I'm thinking, we'll see how I feel. Wake up tomorrow, same thing. And call my father up, and he's like, Eric, I've had a panic attack. It's happened to your mother. I was having a panic attack. So this can really freak some people out because they can go through something that they've never gone through before in their lives. Because nothing like this has ever happened before, right?
Yeah.
In this world. So for a split second, I thought to myself, oh my God, do I have a heart problem? Is there something, am I a heart attack? And then I thought, no, it's just got to be the coffee. But for that split second, I thought to myself about that, right? Because of that. And so it's just everybody, everybody's being affected by this differently.
Whether it's between distance learning, parents homeschooling, maintaining your distance and learning how to navigate the stores correctly, your job, if you weren't in your job at the time. But one thing I can say that I've definitely been really hardcore speaking about is to ensure people that it's okay to not be okay during this time. Like we are living through literally a history book right now. Like there's so much going on. There has been so much going on from January and on. Like there's been something every single month. And I think people sometimes we hold ourselves to such a high standard that we forget to just sit back and be like, take a breather. It's okay that, one day I'm having a bad mental day. Like that's what I've continued to continuously preach about. It's okay to not be okay. We're literally living through history right now. Just acknowledge, your feelings, how you're feeling, acknowledge your mental and your physical health, and just make sure that you are, continuing to ensure that your well-being is good.
Let's take that a little step further because this is kind of what I talk about when I go and talk to kids. So I would say if you're having a bad mental day, if you're feeling down, you talk about it's okay not to be okay. Mm-hmm. And I 100% agree with that. To take that a step further, if you aren't feeling okay, I believe it's vitally important to talk to somebody about that, right? To have that, we can go back to connection. To have that connection, to be able to open up, whether it's a friend, whether it's your parents, or whether it's just another friend's adult that your significant other, another adult you're close to, whoever that person is. It's vitally important to open up, to let that guard down, and to let them know how you're feeling. Because I can put a guarantee on it that almost every, if not every person in this world has had some emotion during this whole pandemic. As you said, we're living
Oh
through
yeah.
a history full of things that are happening.
Literally, like it's like a history book, literally, in the
Seriously.
matter of 6 months of 2020.
Our
But
kids are going to read about this in their
literally,
history, in their history
like
books.
20, 30 years, we're gonna be like,
Yes.
hey, mom, can you tell me about 2020? Like I heard it was a big historical like change. Honey, you need to sit down.
Yeah.
Literally, like this is gonna take a while. Let me start up in
Yeah.
January.
Yeah. Where do I start?
Literally. But honestly, like one of the ways that I was able to stay like active with my organizations is they just produce a lot of youth serving initiatives to really keep kids in the swing, to get them community service hours. And Herren Project has been one of them. Like with us doing the virtual teen race, us, sending out student involvement contact information so we can directly contact the students, and as well as the Purple Couch series, and so many other things that we're doing to make sure that kids are staying involved, because it's so vital right now to make sure
Yeah.
that they are staying connected, and meeting new people, and you know getting active as well with the virtual teen race. Like that is going to be something really big, to stay
I
active
think
with.
that I think that could be something awesome that if you haven't really been doing a whole ton right now, that is a great initiative. That is a great challenge to start being more active or getting back to being your old active self before this all happened. I think this is coming at a great time, right?
Yeah,
With
it's
with with
yeah.
with things kind of, some of the stuff, some of the restrictions kind of being a little looser right now with the guidelines. I think it's a great time, and this is coming out at a perfect time for people to get going with something that's active.
Yeah, I know it's definitely going to get me active. I think the last time I ran was like eighth grade, if I'm going to be honest. So this is going to be a really like hard swing for me to adapt to, but I'm willing to make that adaptation.
Yeah.
I'm willing to make that change, and I think I might commit to like 15 miles, and I'm going to try and reach 250 to
Wow.
$300 for like a fundraiser goal. That's my minimum though. If I run more than that, and if I fundraise more than that, I'm perfectly okay. But I was going to ask, I think I should challenge you to running miles for the virtual race.
All right, you want to know something? Not a runner, not the best runner. You're on. You
From
are
a
on.
not good runner to another runner, yeah, this is on. Okay, we're gonna see who can run. We're gonna see who can run the most miles by July 31st.
All right. All right.
You're on, Eric.
Oh, I'm a little scared. I'm not gonna lie.
Me too, because I don't know if what if I don't get to 15 miles? That's gonna be like a big letdown.
That's gonna be a stretch for me, but hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what
We are
happens.
planting seeds of hope though while we run. Okay,
There,
we
boom.
are.
There you go.
Yep, exactly.
That's
Okay,
right. I like
that is
that.
your motivation. We
I
are
like.
planting seeds of hope while running
That's
across the
right.
country. Not literally across the country, but we're running, and we're supporting an amazing organization too. And youth who participate, they can get community service hours and awesome incentives. Even adults, you guys can get some awesome incentives.
That's a win-win-win right there.
It's like a triple
Right?
win. Like you hear double wins, talk about a
I
triple
know.
win.
I don't think I've ever heard of a triple win before. This is the first time in my life.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, so we are going to wrap it up to here today, folks. Thank you for listening on our talk, about the virtual race, the toolkit, the student involvement contact info, the contests that are to be coming next week, and as well as our conversation about staying connected during COVID-19 and staying at home. If you have any questions, you can comment them below in the comments, and or you can email us at purplecouch@herrenproject.org. But feel free to comment, like, share this video, and if you have any questions or you want to get involved, make sure you email that email right there. Eric, any last words? Yeah, that one right there.
That one right there, right there. Yeah. I'm first off, I'm excited for my new challenge. I'm excited for the new challenge to be racing here. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's something to look forward to plant those seeds of hope. But
I'll be making sure I send it to you on my Apple Watch and be like, look, I'm at something miles.
now I'm gonna get an Apple Watch.
Yeah. See, I'm already in my running T-shirt. Okay, I'm ready for this week.
Yeah.
Okay, it starts tomorrow. I'm starting
Yeah.
Tuesday. No, I'm starting Thursday though. But I'm already ready. Like it's gonna be good. Yep. And that wraps up today's conversation. Remember, everyone, to maintain your physical and your mental well-being, because you are all amazing human beings as you be you on a daily basis. Thank you for watching, and we will catch you in 2 weeks. Bye.
Bye.
This is why.
Hey, we're gonna have some great bloopers.
We have 3 bloopers on the matter of a minute and a half.
Love it.
We're going to talk about some awesome stuff. LOL. Redo. We have just recently launched. This is gonna take a while. Okay. Take number 2. So, little teen race for you to help run during. That doesn't sound right. Okay.
Well, go ahead.
Virtual. No. Take number 3. Today we have some awesome. Okay. Today we have some awesome. We're not going to say awesome. Okay.
Great.
Today we have some great initiatives for you. Wait.
Would you want to say us or the Herren Project?